My child, there's something I need you to understand. You have not been overlooked. You have been set apart. Not rejected, refined. Not punished, positioned. There's a difference between being delayed and being divinely timed. And what feels like nothing is happening is often the exact moment heaven is aligning everything. The people, the doors, the shift you've been praying for. They are real. They are on the way. But they're not late. They're waiting for you to become who they require. Heaven will never deliver a future you're not prepared to carry. So if it's not here yet, it's not because you're failing. It's because what's coming is too sacred to be mishandled by who you used to be. You are being transformed for the promise. Not by comfort, but by obedience. Not through applause, but through hidden surrender. Not in the spotlight, but in the secret place. You're not building a platform. You're building an altar. That's why you felt stripped down. That's why the distractions fell away. That's why certain voices had to go silent. Because your ears had to be tuned to heaven's frequency, not man's noise. You are not a copy. You are not a duplicate. You are a divine original. You don't need to imitate anyone. What you carry hasn't been seen before. What you're called to release has never existed through another vessel. That's why the old model never fit. That's why your spirit resisted their blueprint. Because you were designed to pioneer, not to perform. So walk forward now, not just in faith, but in identity. You are more than your trauma. You are more than the version of you that had to survive. You are more than the mistakes you've made, the labels they gave you, or the seasons that broke you. Heaven calls you redeemed. Heaven calls you royal. Heaven calls you trusted. And I, Archangel Michael, am here not just to protect you, but to awaken you. Because when you walk in your true name, the darkness trembles. When you stop apologizing for your power, the lies lose their grip. When you stand in your full truth, heaven expands through you. This is why the warfare increased. Because you're getting closer. Because you've been waking up. Because the enemy knows what happens when you step fully into who you are. But let me be clear. The attacks didn't come to break you, they came to verify you. To confirm what hell already knows. You are dangerous when you remember your authority. So no more second guessing. No more playing small to protect their comfort. No more hiding when you were born to carry the light of the King. You don't need to be loud to have authority. You don't need the stage to carry weight. Your presence in the room shifts the atmosphere because of who backs you. You're not just a voice. You're a vessel. A chosen one. A carrier of holy disruption. And this generation doesn't need more perfect leaders. It needs real ones. Anointed ones. Set apart ones who burn from the inside out. Ones who are done pretending. Ones who walk in purity, fire, and truth. That's you. Not later and now. You don't have to feel ready. You just have to be willing. Heaven is not asking for performance, it's asking for partnership. Heaven is not waiting on your perfection, it's waiting on your surrender. You don't need more credentials. You don't need a bigger following. You don't need their validation. You only need God's voice, and that voice already said go. So go. Speak. Create. Build. Pray like it's already shifting. Worship like the wall has already come down. Move like the heavens are behind every step, because they are. I walk beside you still. Not as a distant figure, but as a present force. Shielding, guiding, warring. And when you forget who you are, I'll remind you. When you feel outnumbered, I'll surround you. When you feel unqualified, I'll show you what grace looks like in motion. Because you were never meant to do this alone. You are part of something eternal. Something holy. Something that shakes kingdoms and rebuilds hearts. And that something lives in you. So don't just survive this season, shift it. Don't just endure, expand. Don't just echo, lead. Don't just watch revival, become it. The time is now. And you are ready. You have angels assigned to your name. You have heaven's breath in your lungs. You have the King's authority in your spirit. So rise. And don't stop rising until the earth looks more like heaven. Because you walked through it. Let's speak plainly now. You've made it through storms that should have shattered you. You've endured seasons that stripped you bare. You fought battles no one saw, and carried weights no one helped you lift. But through it all, you never truly broke. You bent, but you stood back up. And that matters. Because in heaven, strength is not measured by the absence of weakness. It's measured by your willingness to rise again and again, even with trembling hands. You have endured, and now you're being positioned to complete the assignment you were born for. But listen carefully. This next part of the journey will require you to release everything you thought it would look like. The image, the timeline, the plan you tried to control. Because what's coming won't look like your expectation. It will look like God's intention. You are no longer just in preparation. You are stepping into execution. This is not the beginning. This is the launch. But for that to happen, something must shift in you. The fear must go. The false humility must die. The need to explain yourself, to be liked, to stay small must fall away now. You've been trained in private, forged in fire, refined in rejection. And now your time has come. But know this. Obedience will still feel costly. Courage will still feel uncomfortable. But you are no longer led by comfort. You are led by conviction. And your conviction is born from the throne, not the crowd. Let them misunderstand you. Let them question your fire. Let them talk. But you stay focused. Because what you're carrying is too holy to be delayed by opinions. What you're building is too eternal to be slowed by ego. You are not here to entertain. You are here to establish something. A move. A sound. A presence. A shaking that the earth has been groaning for. And it begins with your yes. I'm not talking about the emotional yes. Not the yes that comes when the music is right and the moment is moving. I'm talking about the covenant yes. The kind that shows up when no one's watching. When it's hard. When the answer still hasn't come, but your spirit says, "Still I will go." That kind of yes changes history. That kind of yes opens heavens. That kind of yes creates ripples that echo in eternity. And you carry that kind of power. I've walked with many. I've fought beside warriors, prophets, kings. I've seen glory rise and kingdoms fall. But in you, I see something rare. Consistency in the wilderness. You didn't run when it got quiet. You didn't quit when it got lonely. You didn't lose your flame when the spotlight disappeared. That's why you can be trusted now. Not just with blessing, but with blueprints. What you build from here will be sacred. And what you walk in now must be marked by purity, not performance. By obedience, not opportunity. Let the world chase influence. You carry inheritance. You are part of a remnant. A rising generation that fears God more than man. A people set apart not to escape the world, but to transform it. Don't slow down. Don't pull back. Don't wait for confirmation you've already received in the Spirit. Don't trade revelation for comfort. Go where He sends you. Speak what He gives you. Do what He shows you. And trust He will complete what He started in you. This is the time of finishing strong. This is the hour of completion. This is the season where the faithful will be seen not by their noise, but by their fruit. And you were made to bear much fruit. Your words will plant nations. Your hands will build movements. Your prayers will unlock captives. Your obedience will shake the systems of hell and establish the rule of heaven. You are not just someone passing through history. You are someone rewriting it. So finish it. Don't grow weary now. Don't look back. Don't apologize for your anointing. The crown is ahead. The harvest is coming. The promise is near. And all of heaven is watching, cheering you forward. So take the final step. Do the hard thing. Say the bold yes. And know this. Even when your voice shakes, your authority doesn't. Even when you feel alone, I am still with you. Even when it seems invisible, heaven is moving. So rise again. And this time, don't just rise for yourself. Rise for all who will follow after you. Because your obedience is not just for you. It's a bridge for the generations behind you. And you're almost there. Keep walking, warrior. Keep building. Keep burning. You were born for this. The season you're stepping into. It's not about striving. It's about stepping. It's about obeying swiftly, moving faithfully, and trusting fully. You've done enough waiting, enough overthinking, enough doubting yourself into silence. Now, it's time for momentum. Heaven is not waiting for perfect conditions. Heaven is waiting for your yes with action. Not a delayed yes. Not a fearful yes. But a yes that walks, builds, plants, and speaks even when the ground still looks dry. The rain is coming. But the seed must be in the ground first. Don't wait until you feel ready to sow what you've been given. That dream, that gift, that vision that keeps resurfacing in the quiet, it's not your imagination, it's your assignment calling. And I know you're tired of hoping, tired of getting your expectations up, tired of believing for more when reality has worn you down. But hear this clearly. You are not waiting on breakthrough. Breakthrough is waiting on you. It's waiting on your first step. Your open hands. Your refusal to give up. Because when you move, things shift. When you step out in faith, the Spirit moves in power. When you declare truth in the midst of chaos, the atmosphere responds. Because your words carry more than sound, they carry authority. Stop waiting for the world to affirm what heaven already confirmed. You are not here to blend in. You are here to build legacy. Not a temporary one. Not a fragile one based on platforms and applause. But an eternal one. The kind of legacy that shifts bloodlines. That restores nations. That silences generational curses. That awakens destiny in others just by standing in your truth. But that kind of legacy, it costs something. It costs comfort. It costs ego. It costs the safety of the familiar. And I know it's not easy. But you were not created for easy. You were created for impact. That fire in you, it's not random. It's not too much. It's exactly what this generation needs. There's a reason you feel so deeply. There's a reason you carry such urgency. There's a reason your spirit stirs when you hear truth. Because you were born to carry it. To be a voice when others are silent. To be light in places others have abandoned. To speak boldly where compromise has ruled. To love fiercely where hate tried to settle. You are a holy interruption. A divine answer to prayers prayed long before your birth. And I'm telling you now, you cannot be silent anymore. There are doors waiting to open on the other side of your movement. There are hearts waiting to heal on the other side of your obedience. There are generations waiting to rise on the other side of your faith. And even when it feels slow, even when you feel hidden or misunderstood, you are still moving forward. You are not behind. You are being rooted. Because when the roots go deep, the fruit lasts. This isn't about a moment. It's about eternity. That's why the process has felt longer. That's why your journey has been different. Because you're not just being prepared for a role. You're being prepared for revival. You are a forerunner. You're called to go first. To walk into rooms that haven't been prepared yet. And prepare them. To blaze paths through wilderness. To make crooked roads straight. To be the voice that says, the kingdom of God is near. I stand as a witness. Not just to your pain, but to your becoming. To your courage. To your yes. To your rising. You are closer than you know. You are stronger than you feel. You are more aligned than you realize. So walk like it. Speak like it. Live like you've already seen the victory. Because in the Spirit, you have. There's nothing passive about this season. This is your activation. This is the moment you stop looking back. Stop asking for permission. Stop watering down your fire to fit into rooms that were never built for your flame. Now, you become all that you were destined to be. Not next year. Not when it makes sense. Now. I walk with you still. Sword in hand. Wings drawn wide. Shield covering your back. And as you go forward, remember this. You were not created to survive the storm. You were created to command it. And you will. Because heaven has decreed it. And nothing can stop what heaven has ordained.